Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about what is a public trust clearance and how it can help you get more contracts if you work as an interpreter. I have been interpreting for the past 3 years nonstop, and this has helped me a lot to get legal contracts. And basically what it is a government background investigation, and it is for people who work on federal contracts, or also like government related jobs, right? And what this is let's say that you are an interpreter and you want to work for the IRS, right? You want to be a subcontractor with the IRS, a freelancer. So there's agency A that you apply to, and agency A has a contract with the IRS, right? So you will work as a freelancer for agency A. So what happens is that agency A sends you information, but then there's an application that you have to do. It's called EAP, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the application. So when I did it, maybe like 3 years ago, this application took me like a long time. I don't know what I was doing wrong that it wouldn't push me to like move forward. I was just like stuck on one part. I don't know why. But for me, it took me hours. So be prepared if you're ready to do one. So in this application, they're going to ask you to verify your identity, obviously. Employment history, where have you worked? Verify your schooling, criminal history, credit history. I don't know why, but I have good credit, so I know this was not an issue for me. But I have heard from other interpreters that have said like I have like horrible credit and I still got my clearance. So I don't know, try it for yourself. So if you have travel out of the United States and if you have family out of the United States, they will ask you all of this. And please try to gather all your information before you start with this, because like it's very important. You don't want to have travel to, I don't know, like I'm from Mexico, right? So I travel to Mexico. So when I'm over there, I do hang out with some of my friends, and I make sure you have their phone numbers and addresses and all of that, because they will ask you this. So I finished my application, I sent it, and I didn't hear anything for about like 2 months. So then I reached out to my agency A. My agency A said they hadn't heard anything about it. So I remember I got an email from this person that was doing my investigation, and this person said, "Oh, like we're done with your investigation, like you're clear." So then I emailed my agency, and they're like, "Yes, as a matter of fact, you do have the clearance." So I started working. So this project was for an agency that had a contract with USCIS, and I started right away. Of course, I had to do some other paperwork, but nothing crazy. Yes, so on the public clearance, what are some things that can disqualify you? And I don't work for them. I have no idea. I'm just gonna tell you what happened to me, right? Um, so you can disqualify if you have like a serious crime. This is from the actual application. If you falsify documents, obviously. If you have like unresolved financial issues, I'm not sure what that really means. Like maybe you haven't paid to the IRS what you're supposed to. Maybe I don't know. And failure to cooperate. Okay, so I got my clearance, and then I started working. Everything was fine. So then like 2 years after, I got an email from this person that was she had questions about my application, right? And she asked me a series of questions that obviously I'm not going to tell you in this video, but basically she wanted clarification, right? She wanted clarification on a question that was She wasn't sure, right? She was my investigator. So then I answered her back, and within days she said, you're clear again. Okay, great. So then she sent me a form that said that my clearance was from 2024 to 2029. So I'm clear until 2029. What's going to happen in 2029? I don't know. I just know that um, I, I do what I'm supposed to do. I work. I have a family. Like I'm not, um, I don't know, doing crazy things, right? So I should be okay with my clearance until 2029. Well, who knows, right? Anything could happen. But yeah, this is how it went for me. I have to tell you though that I have talked to other interpreters, and they have said that they have been interviewed like in person by I don't know, like a representative from these agencies that they do your investigation. I don't know, that it was horrible for them. So for me, it was pretty straightforward. Like I said, I don't have anything crazy. Like I don't have anything. Like I don't even drive, so I don't have like parking tickets or none of that. But it's up to you if you want to do it. I just know that if you have this clearance, right? There are agencies that require these clearances. Some of these agencies are USCIS, the IRS, ICE, FEMA. What else do I have? I have other agencies that I'm forgetting. Oh, EOIR. That's the Executive Office of Immigration Review. So if you want to work for any of these agencies where like you need to get into these agencies if you are an interpreter, because this is where you will make more money. And like I've said in the beginning of the video, people ask me like, how do you have all these contracts? It's because I did one, right? In the beginning when I started as an interpreter, I did one for USCIS with Agency A. And what happens is that once you have one, so I got my clearance, and then later on I wanted to join this contract from this other agency B for EOIR, right, for that Executive Immigration Review. And I applied and I did a test and I passed the test. It's just to evaluate, right, on your interpreter skills. So then I passed the test, and since I was already cleared, I walked right in, right? I didn't have to do any other applications. I didn't have to do anything basically because I had already done my application and I was clear. So once you take the time, please do it. Once you take the time to do this application and you're approved, like you're ready to go, you can just apply to other agencies that have contracts with USCIS, IRS, ICE, FEMA, a bunch of them, right? So yeah, so it's awesome to have. I mean, I don't know where I will be. I think I started making $15 an hour when I was an interpreter, and I was like, I live in Chicago, like this is insane. I can't do that. It's so low. So then I study and obviously I apply to all these agencies. Right now I work for a lot of them. And I work OPI, and I mostly work from home but also on site. So this channel is about to inform you about interpretation, maybe if that's something you will like to do. Anyway, this video is getting too long, so if you please do your clearance if you have the chance, because it's gonna benefit you for years. Okay, so if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Have a good weekend.